will talk about Ange Postecoglou in just a moment, but we have to take a second to discuss the firing of Nuno Espirito Santo. For you, Tim, was it writing on the wall?
Yeah. I mean, we saw what he said and that he thought he could mend some fences, but ultimately I think he engineered his own exit. Here's why. Because Marinakis has hired 8 managers in 8 years he's been in charge of the club. He knew that if he had a row with Edu or if he had a row with Marinakis, he knew that how that was going to end. So his statements about the team being nowhere near where it needed to be, the signings weren't coming through the door. That was a direct shot at Edu. So he knew what he was doing, and I don't think he would be surprised in the end that he's sitting where he's sitting right now. The most successful manager in Forest's history since Brian Clough. What a shame.
It is a shame. The fans loved him, the players love him. He took them from 17th to 7th, brought them into European football. An insane season last year. I mean, so much of it, they're in the top 4, and we kept talking whether they're going to finish in the top 4 or not. They dropped out of it at the end. But what an amazing job he's done in his way. So for 3 games into season, to see his fight out of his job is like, wow. But that's what this club and this owner, that's what can happen.
You know, the baffling thing, though, as you talk through that, for me, Bex, is the way that some people run football clubs just blows my mind. For all those things you said, if I'm in charge of a football club, I'm going, this guy wants something from me, I'm happy to give it to him. The players love him, the fans love him, we're successful. Why would you just up and rip that up for what? Because there's some sort of row. It baffles me that a football club is run that way.
So Ange Postecoglou comes in. Right choice?
I mean, it's a fun choice. I know that. I mean, totally different style of play. I think he said that he'll gradually do that. They're going to attack. They ain't going to change. This is totally different to Nuno's kind of way. I think, back onto the owner a little bit, he knows what he's signing up for. This owner is incredibly demanding. So if anything is not great on the field or what he says off it, he knows that his time might be limited. He even joked yesterday, if he doesn't win a trophy in the first year, he might not be back for the second season. So, I mean, fun, exciting. I think the players are a little bit more adapted to what he wants to do than maybe people think. With James McAtee and Douglas Luiz, they've still got the inklings there of a good team that can play a little bit and be a bit more expansive. Ola Aina's an important player that's out right now. So I think it will get to that, but it's going to take time.
So just remind us, Tim, what is this Forest team used to doing and what are they now going to have to do?
Well, they're used to being really hard to beat, keep a lot of clean sheets, and they allow the front 4 to kind of go and win the game. Spin balls in the box, Chris Wood gets on the end of it. My worry is that when I look at Spurs got worked out when it comes to this high line and how we're supposed to play. The Premier League's worked them out. Europe hadn't because they don't have time to prepare. But the Premier League has worked out Ange Postecoglou's style. And I thought Spurs was a really good team and a really good squad. I don't think this Forest team is nearly as good. So to ask them to play this way, look, it'll be exciting. The City Ground will be electric. But again, I worry, I know he's only been in the job half a day. I worry for him that, you know, if things get out of hand, there's an owner there that could do it again.
It's like, has Ange learned anything? Is he going to tweak anything about the way that he plays? I mean, really, he should.
I know he should.
He should a little bit. We don't want to change anything.
He's so highly criticized that he kind of wants to show.
We'll see whether it's going to be as expansive or it's going to be a little bit more dialed back.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.